Aikman to throw on the first play of the game. Complete to Michael Irvin. He has a first down out to the 37. Make that Alvin Harper. Harper coming up with a catch, a 17-yard gain on the play. Let's look offensively now at the Dallas Cowboys. We mentioned Aikman. Lassick is the guy who's probably as happy as anyone that Emmitt Smith is back. We have a man shaken up, by the way, for the Cardinals, and Aeneas Williams. Tuine coming off of his best year. Newton and Stepnoski to the Pro Bowl last year for the Dallas Cowboys. But Aeneas Williams, who figures so big in this game because he's their best cover guy, is down.
Well, not only that, Gary, that's a critical injury because Lorenzo Lynch, their other starting corner, is not starting tonight because of a pulled groin. So right now, both starting corners for the Cardinals are injured.
Dexter Davis starting in place of this guy, Lorenzo Lynch. We're going to go back now and pick up the injury to Aeneas Williams.
Now, when you play against the Cardinals, they play a lot of zone. And when the ball arrives to the receiver, there's going to be a lot of bodies around the ball. And sometimes you can hit your own players. And that's what happened right there. Aeneas Williams got hit by one of his own players, Stowe, number 90, the middle linebacker.
Williams off. Chris Oldham comes in to replace him. So it's a first down catch by Harper for 17 yards out to the 37. Comes in motion. Lassick with the ball to the 40, trying to get outside. He'll be dropped at the 41. Oldham, who just checked in, comes up to make the stop. The Cardinals defensively go to a big nickel package, which basically is a 4-2-5, and they will alternate a lot of people. Watch number 98. Eric Swan is soon going to be in the Pro Bowl. Ken Harvey had 3 sacks a week ago. Now, the secondary already having some problems. Williams out of there, and as Pat mentioned, Dexter Davis getting the starting call. 2nd and 5. Play action again by Aikman. Got a lot of time, and he's on target. Michael Irvin steps out of bounds with a first down at the 42-yard line of Phoenix.
Gary, this is the type of game that Troy Aikman is going to complete a lot of passes. I mean, even if Emmitt Smith were in the game, they'd be throwing the ball a lot. They play a soft zone, and they try to keep everything in front of them. But I expect to see Novacek catch a bunch of balls. You're going to see Daryl Johnston, the fullback, catch a bunch of balls. And he's gone twice to Harper now and once to Michael Irvin.
2 7-yard completions to Harper and now to Michael Irvin. Novacek, the tight end in motion. Handoff straight ahead comes Lassick. Lassick inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Tyrone Stowe made the stop there.
Okay, they came out and tried to trap Eric Swan. He's number 98 here who's going to come in. The guard's going to come around and trap him. It's one of the things you want to do with a guy who gets off the ball as quickly as Eric Swan has done the first 2 games of the season. So they come out and trap him. They've thrown the ball to both wide receivers, and they've run a couple of plays. A nice opening drive here for the Cowboys.
2nd and 3 now from the 3rd of Phoenix. Delayed handoff to Lassick. He's got the first down, and he's going to be stopped in at the 28-yard line. Chris Oldham up to make the stop. I tell you, Lassick has played pretty doggone well when you figure that he has had so much pressure on him due to the absence of Emmitt Smith. He's now carried the ball 3 times for 18 yards, and that'll be another first down.
Yeah, he's a good runner. He is a good runner, as Lassick. But when you make a mistake on him, he doesn't score a touchdown. I mean, when you make a mistake on Emmitt Smith, it costs you 6. Now, the lead block by Johnson, number 48, a good lead blocker. He gets stuffed, and then it's number 79, Eric Williams, the right tackle, who threw the other key block downfield.
First down from the 28-yard line. Lassick again breaks 2 tackles, flag on the play as he is able to get to the 23-yard line. Lassick showing very good quickness. Freddie Joe Nunn there to make the stop. And the preliminary signal is going to be holding against Dallas. Howard Rowe, the referee.
There was a hold, but, you know, the thing about the Cowboys is they have emerging stars in virtually every position.
Holding. Number 61 offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And one of those emerging stars is the right tackle, Eric Williams, number 79. He's going to come out here and trap out here. Now, again, it's the holding penalty, not on he, but someone else. But he kicks out, and that created a huge hole for Lassick. And even in the offensive line, the Cowboys have playmakers, and that's what makes it even more shocking that they're 0-2 at this point in the season.
Don Giesig expected to be back after the bye week. He is dressed. He's getting a starting right guard. First and 20. Aikman. Daryl Johnson, the fullback. The ball comes loose, but I think it's been ruled down and has. Boy, did Johnston take a shot that time from Dexter Davis, but he held on enough for the catch to set it up at the 32.
Yeah, and if the Cardinals are going to win this game, it's precisely what they're going to have to do, Gary. When you play the zone defense, you let the guy catch in front of you, and then you rally. And then what happens there, you better secure the ball after the catch. Otherwise, they're going to pop you, the Cardinals, and they're going to create turnovers. That is the whole philosophy of Fritz Shurmur's defense.
So they get 5 of those 10 yards back. It's now 2nd and 15. Aikman 3 of 3 for 39 yards. Got a lot of time and sorts everyone out and eventually hits Johnston again, and Johnston to the 25-yard line. It still will be 7 yards short of the first down. A third down coming up.
Gary, one of the very key players is Novacek right here. Now watch, he's going to get off the line here without getting bumped. Now the ball was not thrown to him, but if you don't bump him and jam him in the line of scrimmage, Jay Novacek may catch 100 passes tonight.
What was it they were saying? Troy Aikman said he is a wide receiver playing tight end.
He says he sees the same thing that I see.
3rd and 7 now for Dallas. No score, first drive of the game. Aikman, a little slant inside, and they make it to the 15-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Alvin Harper with his second catch of the game, a 10-yard completion.
Well, Norv Turner, the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys, said yesterday about Alvin Harper, and he was the difference at the end of the year last year because he can play quickly, just like Michael Irvin. Big targets on slants. I mean, the Cowboys, with both receivers, have great size in Irvin and Harper. But Turner said about Harper, he was the reason we scored a lot of points in the playoffs because Alvin Harper really came on as a receiver.
Jimmy Johnson has to like what he sees. First down for the 15. Aikman to Lassett to the 10. Boy, they are really mixing it up well. Aikman has not missed a pass. He's 5 of 5. And then he's gone to Lassett to soften him up in the middle. It'll be at the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 6.
Watch the lead block by number 48, Daryl Johnston. Again, he is a great combination blocker and receiver. They don't use Johnston much as a runner, but perhaps the best combination of receiver and blocker at the fullback position in the NFL.
This is what's happened thus far. 10th play of the drive. Johnston, the fullback. Johnson doesn't carry the ball all that much. They use him a lot as a receiver as well as an outstanding blocker, getting the effort there, and it'll go to a 3rd down.
Well, once every lunar eclipse or so, they toss him one.
Little bone there for Johnston, who missed almost the entire preseason. He broke the ring finger on his left hand, and he's playing without the brace, which had really hindered his play. And feels like he's back in now to mid-season form.
Now here's where the Cardinal defense has to respond at 3rd to force the field goal attempt by a new kicker, Eddie Murray, for the Cowboys. But the defense has to respond.
3rd and 3 now. 8:08 to go in the first quarter. Delayed handoff to Lassett. Lassett's got it. He's got the touchdown. Dallas takes the lead. This guy inspired him, but they looked awfully good. Emmitt Smith had to be pleased with what his protege, Derek Lassett, did on that drive. He just took it in to score.
But that for the Green Bay game, but that was an incredibly impressive opening drive. I mean, that makes a statement.
And that quiets the crowd when you're on the road. Eddie Murray, their new kicker, adds a point after. It's 7-0 Dallas.
Yeah, we talked about Daryl Johnston as a receiver and as a lead blocker. Watch number 48, the left part of the screen again. The lead block on the middle linebacker, Walderstead. He cuts inside. And when you throw lead blocks like that, your tailback, whether he's a rookie or not, is going to get into the end zone.
His first in the NFL.
The NFL on TNT is brought to you by Coors Light, the crisp-tasting beer that's mountains above the rest. Remember to reach for the silver bullet when there's no room for filling up. Coors Light, it's the right beer now. By Holiday Inn, stay with someone you know. Call 1-800-HOLIDAY or your travel agent for reservations. And by Logo Athletic, get real with authentic team apparel.
Think of all this as a large block of ice. Think of this as a chip off the old block. Coors Light's aged ice cold. So when you think of ice, think of the silver bullet. The only way to chill.
I was born in a small town.
That's where my customers
are. Every day, important business takes place in towns all across the country. And every day, we're a part of it. We're in hundreds of towns like Opelika, Walnut, Hope.
The Northwest
Southeast
is my territory.
My territory.
Who would know better than Holiday Inn how to make your small town and big town meetings a big success?
Warm.
Welcoming.
Just like the town I was born
Just
in.
like the town I was born in.
Holiday Inn. Stay with someone you know who really knows you.
A rookie from Alabama, the national championship Crimson Tide team with his first touchdown in the NFL. He was the first rookie running back to start an opener for a defending world champion in the history of the NFL. And now with Emmitt around, he seems to be playing a lot better. Eddie Murray kicking off. They're concerned about his short kickoffs, so you see why. Johnny Bailey will take it. Bailey to the 20. Bailey had a 43-yard return earlier this year on a kickoff. And so Steve Berline, the former Dallas Cowboy, coming over by free agency, had a shaky start in game 1 against the Eagles. He said, I was just pressing, but he rebounded last week against the Skins. Outstanding leader. He just exudes confidence. He's really made this team believe they can be a winner. He's been in a very contagious type atmosphere that he's created. Very accurate passer, too.
His confidence is desperately needed by this Cardinal team. Now he's got to go prove there's a reason to be confident.
Down 7-0. First time they have the football. Walter Reeves in motion. Play action. Berline rolling out. Butch Roll. That's his first catch of the year. He's the H-back, and Butch Roll takes it to the 27-yard line. Let's look now at this Phoenix offensive core. We mentioned Berline. Garrison Hurst, you're going to see a lot of him. They think he has greatness ahead of him. Clark, the former Redskin, who had a big game last week against his former teammates. Sharp, one of the best at that backside tackle. And Mark May, he's the old warrior. He'll be 34 in November. Second down and 4. Garrison Hurst. Hurst able to get to the 30. We're very close to the first down. He needed to get to the 31 and a half. Last week he carried the ball 22 times for 76 yards. Defensively, Dallas will use a lot of people. Casillas and Maryland, those starting. They've been battling back from injuries. Haley's the guy that just stirs it up. Robert Jones, second-year guy, started as a rookie. Ken Norton leading them in tackles thus far. And Darren Woodson, this is the guy that's really gotten the attention of Jimmy Johnson. He says he's everything I wanted. It was a first down to the 32-yard line. Again, it's Hurst. They want to establish him early, as Thomas saying, and he'll take it out to the 39. That's a pretty good way to establish a runner, isn't it? As he looks good that time. He sees the field so well. They talk about his vision as a runner.
Yeah, he is, and they want him to get the field. But you've got to always account for Charles Haley. I mean, even when you run away from him, you know, you give him a little shot there and you think you have him stopped. But when you have a cutback runner like you have in Garrison Hurst, who may go anywhere, you have to stay on your blocks, particularly when it's against Charles Haley.
Gain of 7 on the last play, 2nd and 3. Berline with time. Near sideline. Ricky Crow makes the catch, and that'll be a first down. Crow will go out at the 48-yard line of Phoenix. Larry Brown over to make the stop. And Prohl has not caught that many balls, but they want to throw more to him today, and that's a good way to get him started.
Ricky Prohl is a quality receiver, but when you give a guy this much cushion on a second and short yardage, three or 4 yards, it's just easy takings, easy pickings for a first down. Now, again, what do you set up with a pass like that? Do you come back and run the hook and go later, or a post? It's what you set up in the first quarter that sets up the fourth quarter.
So the Cardinals now close to the midfield stripe on this drive, trying to answer Dallas's initial drive. Here's Hurst. Colbert had him. He got away from him. And Hurst gets to the 45 on a remarkable second effort. Darren Woodson eventually made the tackle after Hurst ran out of Colbert's arms.
Well, you know, Joe Bugel said about Garrison Hurst, he's liable to run anywhere, and that's one of his strengths. And you get him in the I formation, and he's not a little guy. I mean, he's 215 pounds. He can break some arm tackles, as he did right there of Tony Tolbert. And again, what they're hoping that he can do is run the ball, create an 8-man front where you have to bring the strong safety up to stop the run, and then throw the ball. But you got to run the ball with Garrison Hurst first.
Second down and 4 from the 45. Burline, far side, Prohl again, and Prohl has a first down catch. Ricky Prohl will be grounded short of the 35 by Thomas Everett. And this Phoenix team is looking just as sharp as Dallas did when they had the football.
Yeah, they're responding. And I'll tell you, one guy who's happy about Ricky Prohl catching some early passes, not only Joe Bugel, it's Gary Clark. Because when you start throwing the ball to Ricky Prohl, it means that Gary Clark sooner or later is going to get the single coverage they're looking for.
Nobody has thrown an incomplete pass in this game. Aikman 5 of 5, Burline 3 for 3. From the 36, first down. Hurst trying to bend it back, maybe a half yard that time. Thomas Everett there to make the stop. Hurst missed the entire preseason, and there are times he's hesitant running the ball. Sometimes, Pat, they wish he'd just go for it.
Yeah, what they're saying is the offensive linemen are saying he's got to trust them a little bit more and stay with the hole. I mean, in college, you can bounce it outside and outrun a lot of people. In professional football, there's not a lot of open spaces. So the offensive linemen have talked with him this week about, hey, trust me, hang in there with me. Let the hole develop before you try to make a 40-yard run. Make a 4-yard run first.
Second down, virtually 10 to go. That's Foot's roll in motion. Fleischer up the middle. Burline trying to get out of it. He won't. Russell Maryland wrestles him down. But pressure coming up the middle, chased him, flushed it out of the play, and Maryland then was able to finish it, and a loss back to the 45-yard line.
Russell Maryland's first step always causes a lot of commotion in the backfield. I mean, he just ran right around Mark May, number 73, to make the play. And Maryland was talking to us yesterday about, hey, I'd love to be in third downs more. He's kind of a first and second down guy. They take him out in pass rush situations, but he's got a terrific first step, and he can really cause some penetration.
He's really been slowed with a turf toe, but now feels he's come back from that. 3rd and 19. That is Randall Hill in, number 81 in motion. Burline over the middle, flag on the play. Larry Centers makes the catch. He's to the 39 of Dallas. But there's a penalty flag thrown at the feet of Burline, and let's see what this is all about. Going to be holding against Phoenix. Joe Bugel, who was the guy who started the
number
original
73 offense. Penalties decline. Brings up 4th down.
In Washington, and he doesn't like those holding calls, so they'll have to get rid of the football. As Rich Camarillo will come in and punt, and there was some concern whether Camarillo would be able to punt today. He pulled the calf muscle in the warm-ups last week and didn't punt until Thursday of this week. Kevin Williams, the rookie, back to receive it. Pat Beach, the snapper. Trying to angle it to the near side, and the ball is going to be hit too far into the end zone for the touchback, which you love.
I hate that. I mean, just gave up 20 yards.
So it's a 39-yard punt, but the Cowboys will have it at the 20-yard line. Dallas with a 7-0 lead, and they get the football for the second time.
Need new cabinets? Think Builder's Corner. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom cabinets. High-quality cabinetry that you can count on for years. Whether you're building or remodeling, Builder's Corner will have the cabinet for your budget. Custom design your dream kitchen. Look for new kitchen and bathroom cabinets at Builder's Corner, next to the cornfield at 8906 Highway N East, Wausau, 848-4004.
Through the years, Dodge has been bringing unique design to Ram trucks. 1994 is no different.
Take it for a drive. B&H Automotive, Marshfield.
You're in for a pleasant surprise at Sullivan's on the shores of beautiful Half Moon Lake in Mosinee. Great old-fashioned cooking with original family recipes. Delicious specials 7 nights a week. Prime rib, barbecued ribs, fish fries, liver and onions, and chicken cordon bleu, to mention a few. You'll taste the difference. Enjoy the finer side of informal dining. Sullivan's on Half Moon Lake in Mosinee, a family-owned and operated business. Don't miss Sullivan's.
Dallas coming on the road, and they've quieted this crowd after that impressive drive of 80 yards earlier. They get the ball for the second time. Lassick was impressive in the first series, 5 carries, 30 yards. Hurst, on the other hand, 4 for 17. And, of course, Derrick with his first touchdown ever in the NFL. From the 20, end around, reverse. Kevin Williams, and the rookie from Miami of Florida brings it out to the 30, just short of the first down. John Booty reacting finally. This guy has such speed. He's around a 4.240 guy.
He is fast, but big old Nate Newton, number 61. I mean, he was trying to block someone. He knew he had a fast guy behind him in Kevin Williams, and all 303 pounds, and Nate Newton was out there. He didn't hit anybody, but he looked good.
I tell you, that's not as much weight as they used to carry out there.
Well, you know, they used to just kind of spread some oil and vinegar and let him graze out in the end zone before the games.
They called him the kitchen. Second down, less than a yard to go. Fullback, and he appears to have the first down across the 30 to the 31.
So what have the Cowboys done? They've used virtually everyone in their offense. Their offensive line, as we talked about, having playmakers, they've used those guys, particularly Eric Williams and Foles and such. They've used Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper. Lassick has scored. Daryl Johnson's thrown some key blocks. Of course, Emmitt Smith has not played. Jay Novacek hasn't caught a pass, but he has been open. But they use all their players, and they use them in the best way they can. Take advantage of all their talents.
First down from the 31 for the Cowboys. 7-0 Dallas. Aikman, a lot of time going up top, far sideline. The ball is up, and the catch is made by Alvin Harper, a sliding grab, and that was a remarkable catch. He had a defender all over him, a 44-yard grab to the 25-yard line of Phoenix.
2 years ago, Alvin Harper couldn't make this adjustment. But Alvin Harper has made this Cowboy team a much more difficult team to defend, because now you can throw him any kind of route, and now he'll adjust to the ball. It's not just catching the perfectly thrown pass, it's the one that's not thrown so well, and yet you still go after it and make the play.
Alvin Harper sets him up at the 25. Novacek in motion. Lassick carrying the football, breaking tackles. He gets 5 as he takes it to the 20. And that has been a very fast first quarter, as Dallas, with 2 very good drives, they've gotten to the end zone once, and they're headed there again. And we have a Cardinals shaken up. It's Chuck Cecil. We'll check his status out when we return. We played the first 15 minutes. 7-0, Dallas.
There are some tough birds in our division who love putting the ache to Aikman. And those people in Washington definitely believe in capital punishment. And even when things are going good, I remember there are still giants in New York. Do I think winning another Super Bowl is going to be easy? Get real.
Logo Athletic, authentic team apparel.
Pizza Hut has gone Hollywood.
with a blockbuster Bigfoot movie deal. You get a coupon for 1 free movie rental at Blockbuster Video with any other movie rental. It's a blockbuster deal from Pizza Hut.
Airbags, seat belts, and anti-lock brakes, child safety seats, careful driving, and a set of Michelin.
For all of you with the courage to go it alone, to put your future on the line and your name on the door, there's the corporate card from American Express. Use it for all your business expenses. We'll organize them by category and even provide records of charges. It's a great way for any company to get a handle on costs. Call 1-800-SUCCESS. The corporate card to your success.
It's going to be different every week. The King of Talk is coming to Saturday night. We're going to try to be a little offbeat. You be the judge. Larry's working the weekend. Oh, come on, this beats work. Premieres Saturday, October 2nd on CNN.
Gotta get out of here.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys have played very well in this game. Aikman is 6 of 6 for 101 yards. They have a 150 yards of total offense in the first 15 minutes. As we start the second quarter, 2nd and 5 from the 20. Harper goes in motion. Lassick will get to the 20, and that's about all. Pretty good fill that time for the safety spot by Michael Zordich. Also Eric Swan. It'll bring up a 3rd down, still 5.
You know, Gary, we were just talking about Phoenix, and they've been in this position before early in the season with a big game at home, and they've never quite responded. And you know, this is a game they can't afford to get Dallas get up 14 points. I mean, this is one of those turning point 3rd downs for the Cardinals defense. They have to stop forcing the field goal, force the field goal attempt.
You got so many windows of opportunity, and they need to take advantage of it. 3rd and 5. Aikman, far side, Novacek, and Novacek ties for the 1st down, and he got it. Novacek able to get inside the 15-yard line. John Foodie finally caught up with him. Here's a guy last year that led all tight ends with 68 catches.
Well, you know, the consistency of Jay Novacek, over 60 catches over the last 3 years, 84. See, they don't jam him. I think if you don't jam Jay Novacek and you let him get started, he's going to kill you. And he's got the hands of a wide receiver. Well, it's kind of a half a catch there, but he got it.
Kind of massaged that ball.
He did. But you have to jam him at the line of scrimmage. You'll catch 12 passes.
Aikman still hasn't missed. He's 7 for 7, using 4 different receivers. Delayed handoff to Lassick. Lassick doesn't fool too many people, and especially Brent Wallerstedt, a rookie, number 52 out of Arizona State, who is one of the best open field tacklers they've had in a long time. He's a 6th-round draft pick.
Well, that was a pretty good open field tackle right there on Lassick.
Gained a yard, 2nd and 9. Or the Cardinals really need to get him to absolutely settle for a field goal on this drive.
And you know, the Cardinals have not blitzed yet. They've been playing that zone. They have not come close to getting to Troy Aikman. As a matter of fact, the last 2 games against him, they haven't sacked him.
Aikman on a 2nd and 9. Being flushed out, being chased. Shows how strong he is. Chris Oldham eventually knocks him out of bounds. He may have picked up a yard at all of that scramble, so we're going to come to a 3rd down, and the Cardinals want to put a stop on right here.
This is where the Cardinals defense gets tough when you try to throw the ball down here because of this zone. I mean, everybody's just backing up, keeping everything in front of them, watching the quarterback's eyes. Nothing there. Lassick comes open over the middle. But, you know, this zone defense gets very tough inside the 15-yard line for the Cardinals. I mean, it's tough to get the ball down into the end zone unless you really drill it.
3rd down, virtually 10. Derek Gainer now is coming at running back. Lassick in motion. Here is Gainer, and Gainer thunders forward. He is about a yard short of a 1st and goal. He needed to get to the 4. He stopped just short of the 5. It's 4th down coming up. This guy is big. He weighs 240 pounds, and he had a block, and he looked like he was headed into the end zone for a moment. 4th down, and that means that their new kicker, Eddie Murray, number 3, will come in. I say new. He's been around a long time. 14th year in the league. Number 2 among active scorers Only Nick Lowry scored more. This will be a 23-yard attempt. And Eddie Murray is able to put 3 points on the board. 10-0 Dallas. 12 minutes left to go in this first half, and the Cardinals hoping to answer.
Wausau Awards and Engraving, where you will discover unique and distinctive gifts to celebrate the special moments in your life. Anniversary and bridal, birthday and special occasions, gifts for the newborn, business and executive, recognition and achievement. Show appreciation for the special person in your life with a gift of distinction from Wausau Awards and Engraving. 1st and Stewart Avenue, Wausau.
We represent the best names in the business.
The Johnson Company.
Wausau and Eau Claire.
At Mark Motors, we're going out for your business. No, we're going out for business, guys. Pick up this 93 Chrysler Concorde for only $229 per month. Or a hot new Plymouth Laser, only $13,488 or only $209 per month. Or a 1993 Plymouth Sundance, only $99.88 or $149 per month. Or how about a 1993 Plymouth Colt, only $81.88 or $149 per month. During the going out for business days at
10-0 Dallas. Hello, Kansas City. Lonnie Dale, our director, saying hello to his wife, Tanya. Boy, I tell you, Lonnie, you'll go to every extreme, won't you? Eddie Murray will kick it off, and Troy Aikman has just played splendidly well in this first half. Johnny Bailey back deep for the Cardinals. They're expecting a short kick. Bailey clear up at the 4. And that's what they're going to get. Bailey, however, from the 1 now, comes forward to the 15 and will be tackled at the 16. So the Cardinals, who had things going pretty well on their first possession, only to have a holding penalty, short circuit that drive, now need to get something going. They trail 10-0, 11:49 to go in the first half.
Problems. 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 Solutions, solutions, solutions. Pour Gum Out fuel system cleaners right in your gas tank, and with just one tank full, you'll get better engine performance, performance, performance. Gum Out, solutions to engine problems. From the people at Pennzoil.
You saw yourself on a Harley, the tyrant of the 2-lane.
And you on stage at Madison Square Garden, the lights, the fans.
Then you met her. Goodbye, Harley.
Hello, Diamond.
Matching towels.
Power tools.
And a house. Now you're remodeling, buying lumber and plywood.
Choosing paneling. Molding.
Doors. Windows. Tile backer.
Tile backer?
Would you say you're
interested evolved?
Georgia Pacific. Whatever you dream for your home, we help you build on your imagination.
I think you'll love my country, with its reverence for tradition, its appreciation of beauty, its regard for peace and tranquility. I'd love to take you there on my airline, with its tradition of person-to-person service. Enjoy the peace, tranquility, and comfort of Delta's exclusive MD-11 service to 6 cities across Asia.
We love to fly and it shows.
25 years the club's been taking this vacation. Maybe it should have been 24.
Welcome to Dollar. Something in a full size?
As long as there's room for my hog.
For as much room as you need. Rent from Dollar. They're right on the airport, right on the money.
All right, everybody, hands on the wheel at 10 and 2.
Call your travel agent or 1-800-800-4000.
The Cardinals, as we come back at the 11:49 mark of the second quarter, have the ball at the 16-yard line. I'm Gary Bender along with Pat Hayden. The Cardinals coming in here with high hopes of somehow establishing some credibility, and now down 10-0. They pick up the blitz, a give to Garrison Hurst, and no place to go. Darren Woodson, who played collegiately here in the same stadium for Arizona State, was there to make the stop.
There was a hole there for a moment, but Darren Woodson, number 28, closed that hole very quickly. I mean, there was something good about to happen until the strong safety. But as you mentioned, Gary, Jimmy Johnson said, hey, this guy can do everything. He's 215 pounds. He can run. He can hit. And he stopped Garrison Hurst there from what should have been at least a 5- or 6-yard gain. James Washington, who started a year ago, is out with an injury, and Woodson has stepped forward. Third, make it 2nd down and 11. Burline, and that's not close. Garrison Hurst, the intended receiver at the 10, trying to set up the flare, but coming up the middle, very good pressure from Tony Casillas. And so already it's 3rd down and 11 yards to go. First miss for Burline. He had hit his first 4 passes. First miss of the game. And so now, the 3rd and 11. One of the key matchups, Louis Sharp, number 67, against Charles Haley. Again, when you have Charles Haley, you know you have a couple of different rushes. He can run upfield on you quick, or he can bull rush you or come inside. And the mix of rushes is what makes Haley very difficult to block. Ricky Prohl goes in motion. Burline over the middle. Catch is made beautifully by Johnny Bailey, and he fights his way to a 1st down. That is a big catch for this Cardinal team. On a 3rd and 11, they get 13 yards to Johnny Bailey coming out of the backfield. Couple things happened there. It started with protection. Burline had some good protection, and then he hung in there. Didn't get impatient. He felt he had good protection and was just waiting for Bailey. And then he threw a pretty good pass because Bill Bates had Bailey well covered. And I might add, a good catch, too. So Johnny Bailey, who has been a guy who just makes plays, according to Joe Bugle, just made one there, and they needed it. 1st down at the 29. Quick hit, far side, and Gary Clark makes his first catch, but no place to go because Larry Brown was on top of him instantaneously. Clark had a big game last week, coming up with 6 catches for 95 yards. He started very slowly. He dropped 4 passes in the first game against Philadelphia. Just trying too hard, he said. Well, Joe Bugle said about Gary Clark, of all the free agents we acquired, he is the most valuable because he's the guy who can make plays for us on Sundays that can win ball games for us. That's what we were talking about. The first miss a moment ago by Burline on that little pass intended for Hurst. Gain of 2. Derek Ware is in motion for the Cardinals. Burline trying to set up a screen. He gets it off to Garrison Hurst. Hurst trying to find some running room. Able to get close to the 35. Charles Haley doubling back to make the tackle, number 94. You know, Gary, everybody talks about the speed of this Dallas Cowboy team, and what speed really allows you to do is get back into the play after you get blocked. I mean, that's happened with Charles Haley. He got blocked there, but he runs back. But all these players. Now, the other thing here about Steve Burline, he has to throw the ball underneath a lot of guys running him, rushing. A good little slip play there by Garrison Hurst for the reception. 3rd down, a long 4. Misdirection, handoff to Bailey. He's got the 1st down. And Johnny Bailey now has made 2 very important plays on this drive. Both of them coming up on 3rd down, and he's got the ball out to the 43-yard line. Last week, when the Cardinals beat the Redskins, Johnny Bailey rushed for 3 first downs in nickel situations. He just did it there again. He made a catch a few plays ago, as you mentioned, Gary, on 3rd and 11. And then on 3rd and 4 against a nickel defense, a little inside draw or trap, and he keeps the chains moving. Cardinals down 10-0, now have a 1st down at the 42. Burline, far side, catch is made by Clark. Clark trying to fight for additional yardage, and a flag then thrown very late, and Louis Sharp is upset about something. Clark made the catch across the 50-yard line, a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but it may come back. I want to tell you, Larry Brown, the corner for the Cowboys, has made 2 very good tackles on Gary Clark. one in the short pass, and then that one there. Because if he doesn't tackle him, Gary Clark is off for a big game.
Holding number 67 on the offense. Grab of the face mask, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
That's the reason Louis Sharp was upset.
There's Brown, number 24, against Gary Clark. I mean, he played him short well a moment ago. Then he comes back and makes the play here. Now, he's out there, you know, he's the professor on Gilligan's Island. He's out there all by himself and still made the tackle there on Gary Clark.
Well, he was a 12th round draft pick, 321st pick of the draft when he came in out of TCU.
Your favorite show, by the way, Gilligan's Island. You still watching that?
Well, I'm old enough to remember that. First down 20. Blitz may be coming. Here it comes. Kenneth Gann on the blitz. Handoff instead to Garrison Hurst. And Hurst getting some of the yardage back across the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing Garrison Hurst is doing in this game, Gary, that he didn't do in the first two games, he is staying with the hole. I mean, he is staying behind Louis Sharp and Mark May and all the guys who's supposed to. 73 is May on the right side. 85 is Ware, the tight end. And he just kind of picks his way. And with a guy like that, everybody has to block, including the wide receivers, because with his speed, you don't know where he's going to end up. And if the wide receiver makes a block, perhaps you have a 40-yard gain.
Second down now, 15 yards to go. Burline on target to Randall Hill, the fastest wide receiver for the Cardinals. He's got the catch to the 49-yard line. Gain of 10, but they're still short of the first down. It'll be 4 yards short of the first down. Getting up very slowly is Kevin Smith, who was their first draft pick of a year ago.
Gary, both these quarterbacks, as we talked about, have really been on today. And defensively, both these teams are going to have to change it up on them. I mean, they're going to have to come after them, a blitz, a safety blitz, linebacker, because right now they are very much in rhythm.
Third down, make it 5 to go. Randall Hill goes in motion. Burline trying to screen over the middle, and Johnny Bailey this time will not get it done on third down. And because Darren Woodson, the strong safety, stayed home and fought off a blocker, made the stop. Fourth down for Phoenix.
Well, you can see why Jimmy Johnson likes Darren Woodson, number 28, so much. He has him man for man. Now, he has to fight through a bunch of traffic there. I mean, there's a bunch of big bodies, but he has them all to himself. You see Leon Lett, who was blocked for a moment, but he didn't stay blocked. I mean, that's about speed. If you get blocked, if you have speed, you still can recover.
So again, they have a drive stalled because of a penalty. Camarillo to punt the football. Not an exceptionally good punt. Coming up is Kevin Williams, and he makes the fair catch, and they'll set it up at the 22-yard line. 36-yard punt by Camarillo, not up to his Pro Bowl standards. We'll be back. 5:42 to go in the first half. 10-0 Dallas.
The NFL on TNT is brought to you by GMC Truck, the strength of experience, and by Rolling Rock Premium Beer from the Mountain Springs to you, same as it ever was.
At GMC Truck, we've built a reputation for truck strengths. A considerable advantage. It also comes in this handy take-home side. Sierra from GMC Truck.
You're on the forefront of attempting to develop entrepreneurship as a way of life here. MCI understands that this is a two-way street.
The businesses in the community band together through the chamber with Proof Positive, save money. You always get MCI's best price. MCI always does what's right for you.
It's helped us grow small businesses into large businesses.
It's not just one business out there, it's the whole community trying to make Sioux City a better place to live.
I was born
in a small town. That's where my customers are.
Every day, important business takes place in towns all across the country. And every day, we're a part of it. We're in hundreds of towns like Opelika, Walnut, Hope.
The Northwest Southeast is my territory.
Who would know better than Holiday Inn how to make your